live. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Griffcast episode 8. Tonight, once again, I have with me the Caramel Prince, Solops Fanaron, and Wild. Oh, hey, we actually have some news to talk about this week. Holy crap. I mean, Jesus Christ, it's been freaking dead unless you wanted to get into like certain things, which I didn't. Um, let's just jump straight into this here. So the first topic of today is Valorant. All right, and so apparently they're getting ready to start this move. It's not the first time that somebody has approached this subject, but apparently Valorant wants to start recording voice chat to combat toxicity. Now, this is a fine razor on which side you're going to fall on. Because, one, that is a company that is arguing, recording your conversations online. How bad is their lobby that they're actually talking about doing this? Like, are we talking like 360 Modern Warfare, or are we talking, or now? I mean, how you guys feel about this? With the potential invasion of privacy, like getting in trouble because you went AFK and you're saying something to your wife and it just comes off the wrong way. So, do you think that you know? So I haven't played these type of games in forever, and I remember back in the heyday. I mean, people were saying things you don't say, and you know, and I don't know. I'm on the fence about this one because like if they came out and they're like, hey, if after a game and you report a player, and they're like, okay, well, because PlayStation has that feature where it'll record the last so many amount of that's so much amount of time in the past. So right, but if they do something like that to where if nothing happens, it's just deleted and goes away. I don't know. It's one of those areas where but if you report and it saves that time, and then they can review it, I think that would be a lot better. But at the same time, it's still a gray area for me. they haven't so they haven't revealed quite yet how they're doing that. Not that I found. So far, it's just we're talking about doing it. Um, gosh, it's I don't know. It's a sticky one for me because like obviously you definitely want if you're getting into like say you just got from work 14 hours, you don't want to jump into that kind of environment. You know, yeah, right. Now, would you prefer this kind of situation where they record entire games and they go through and self review and self regulate and self ban, or would you prefer the ability to just shut off chat? Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the other thing. It's a Microsoft game, so they're doing it anyway. Which, that is hilarious, by the way. like, like, oh, we're demonetized. Mm-hmm. So the thing that bothers me about these type of systems though is typically they're done automatically. They're done via a program like Facebook, YouTube. They have a program that goes through and reads it and listens to it. Um, yeah, and it if somebody does like I can see like on a self report, but if it's an automated system and it goes through and it does it itself, I can see so many people getting banned for no reason. Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, there's definitely arguments on both sides here. It's hard to take a side on this one. It really is because once again, you don't want to. Nobody ever wants to go into that environment. At the end of the day, they want to avoid that environment, even if they, if they're a streamer or something like that. I guess that's another thing. A lot of times, like say if you got open mics and you're streaming on Twitch or Facebook, somebody else can say something and get you banned. So you know, No. Yeah. You know, keyboard warriors. Everybody's safe when they hide behind the mic. All right, we'll jump into this next one here. So, Activision Blizzard CEO Bobby Kotick is taking a 50% reduction in pay. Now, this slimy sumbitch, all right, taking a 50% cut in pay after getting a $10 million bonus at the end of last year. Of course he took a reduction in pay to save face. Like, $10 million. Like, the average American can retire and disappear for $10 million. like that's buying like $1 million house, a freaking Ferrari to park in the garage, and blowing half of it. You still have enough left over to live out your life. Like, yeah. 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 Like, I mean, oh no. Oh no. Oh, oh no. Oh, is that all? Like, okay. So, I want to know why he's doing this because they just laid off 700 employees. It definitely is. It's definitely the shareholders for sure. Because, I mean, if, yeah. Uh, hold on. Hold on. Are you kidding me with this? Hey, can one of you guys flip over to one of the streams and make sure that you guys are coming through? I'm getting no feed from you guys. Son of a bitch. All right. Let me fix this. We're going to keep going as soon as I fix this. What in the world? Like, I didn't touch nothing, man. I didn't touch nothing. Like, I'm using the same damn setup I had last week because it came out so damn good. Now all of a sudden this shit is not working. Oh. Okay, I might have to reset this whole thing. Son of, I don't know here. Hold on. Like it's not Oh god. Oh yeah, save it, save it, save it. Hold on. Let's get this back on.
Mm-hmm. And then his reduction is only 1.75 mil.
His reduction is 1.75 mil. So what he's making like just over $3 million a year. You know, that's so crazy.
Oh,
So
excuse me. It's an annual bonus reduction of 50% from the fiscal year of 2021 and 2022.
Okay, check it now.
Yeah. Me check it now? Yeah,
Check it now. Check it now.
I'm trying to. Hold on. Jeez. I have to talk a little bit, and everyone has to talk a little bit just so like it comes through and.
Yeah,
so
yeah, I can hear.
We good?
Yep, I can hear now.
Through.
All right, that sucks too because we had that entire first segment was damn good too. Son of a bitch.
Don't worry, we got the juice, baby. We got the juice.
Yeah, it looks
All
like
right.
good.
All right, so it's a 50%.
Taking it from the top.
Do we want to go back over that?
I think we're just gonna have to continue forward.
Yeah, let's just keep going forward. All right, we're still on the Bobby Kotick has taken a 50% pay cut.
But one thing I read is that he is still eligible he's over the last year from Activision, he is still set to receive a $200 million bonus.
What?
Just
Wow.
from the
Here.
past year of Activision.
How can you get?
It completely negates. Okay, you're taking a reduction. So what? You're about to potentially get a $200 million bonus just from the past year.
How is your bonus more than your salary? That's the thing that just blows my mind.
Because no matter what, no matter how broken Call of Duty is, no matter how aggravating it is, people still throw money into it.
Yeah, they just buy it.
Because of that, that's the reason being why he's getting that big of a bonus. From what I read was that it's the amount that it started off before he started was just under 10 mil, and after he became CEO, it jumped from just under 10 million to over 70 billion just within the time frame that he's been working there.
Jeez.
Has Warzone done that much for them?
I think Warzone. I think they've been making a shit ton of money on
They are
Warzone,
making
man.
a crap
They come out
ton.
with skins. They're talking about like the season, like you're buying the season.
And then each season of as he was saying, as each season of the season pass, if you don't save your coin and you have to actually buy it, that's money right there. And throw that across a span of 10 million people, that's buku money.
Jesus
More
Christ.
than that, man. Call of Duty is Call of Duty is the only game that outsells Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only game.
But
And it
also
doesn't even
one
have
of
to
the
try
only
that
games
hard.
that has the worst problems.
Dude, they don't try that hard. All they had to do is slap Call of Duty on the title and just.
Yep.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much it.
They were using
won't last
the
forever.
same engine. They were using the same engine for like over a decade.
Honestly, I thought the Call of Duty franchise would have fallen apart way before now, just because of franchise fatigue or just the idea of that.
Mhm.
But it seems like the newer generation that keeps coming up, like they're not fatigued from it. Like if anything, they're ready for more. And I kind of don't think it's ever going to stop. I mean, it might one day, but I don't know.
Like now I know why they haven't come out with anything else. They want to.
No, that's exactly why.
I mean, if your pockets are already fat and getting fatter, why do anything different?
Right.
That's going to jeopardize your shares, your stocks. They're not going to do anything. If everything is working towards what they want, they're going to keep the same thing regardless of how broken it is. They're like, we don't see a reason to work on it. We're still getting paid.
Man,
Might as
every
well just
year,
continue.
every 365 days, new Call of Duty. Every single person that has people buy gaming consoles just to have Call of Duty.
Yeah,
It's not
just
even
that
like
single game.
it's not the other way around. Yeah, man. Oh, dude, that's another job that drives me mad. Like, yeah, I'm a gamer. I game. You literally only have Call of Duty. All you
Like,
want
if
to
you
do.
look through his library, all he
Yeah,
has
man.
is just Call
Man,
of Duty.
I have people. There's so many people. I've been friends with them on PlayStation for like almost 10, 15 fucking years. They have 0 trophies.
They got 0 trophies.
How
in
do you
anything.
get 0 trophies? How do you have no trophies? Some games, all you have to do is turn it the fuck on, you get a fucking trophy. No, because they only buy Call of Duty
are
and go
some
straight to
games.
multiplayer, and that's fucking it. You
Yeah,
know.
and
Oh,
So sometimes I get get a little so salty about that. It's like, oh yeah, I'm a gamer, but I literally just play Call of Duty all day.
I got Call of Duty
Day
and
in,
Candy
day
Crush.
You
yeah.
know? I mean, I guess there's nothing wrong with that, man. But I mean,
No, I
guess,
mean,
you
if
know,
that's what you like, that's what you like.
It
But
is.
yeah,
It's what you like, man. I like to touch everything. I like to touch as much stuff as possible. But I mean, like, also at the same time, does that not get boring for you? Just playing multiplayer, just.
yeah. But also don't give yourself the title of quote unquote being a gamer if you literally just play one game. I mean, if anything, you're just a Call of Duty enthusiast. You're not actually a gamer, I would say.
There's many,
Personally.
yeah. There's many different definitions of gaming. I mean, just
There
playing
is.
a game makes you a gamer, and then like knowing like
Technically,
every
I guess,
single
yeah.
detail about a game makes you a gamer. So I mean, just
Yeah. All right, so this next topic, probably won't.
did you freeze?
No,
Is your wife sexing you while you're doing your podcast?
something like that. She's the reason I found out that we didn't have any sound, and then she let me know that it was working again, but she's at her parents' house, and she apparently has it on speaker.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, gotta catch a little bit of this.
So
Oh, no.
yeah. Anyway, the next topic.
You done messed up 8 right now.
Continue on.
Next topic. So Titanfall 2 was free to play this weekend on Steam. It is till the 3rd, so till tomorrow or through tomorrow. Following a Titanfall themed season announcement for Apex Legends. News, but yeah, like I said, I don't think we have too much to say about this. Do any of you play Apex?
I do.
No, I played it a little
every
bit
now
when
and
it first came out.
Yeah.
Me and a couple of my buddies have been actually diving back into it. They've changed a lot, and especially I think this new one, they actually introduced crossbows, which since I've been playing Fortnite with Family Fortnite and getting really, really amazing clips with the crossbow, I've been apparently been utilizing that across a number of games. Fortnite, Call of Duty, and now that I saw that Apex did it, I was like, oh, definitely, that's checkmate for me. So definitely gonna be rocking Apex a whole lot more.
So I've actually been thinking about checking it out now because the new game mode is an arena mode. It's not a battle royale. So I'm actually kind of curious about that because most of the
Might end up checking it
PvP,
out myself.
yeah, most of the PvP that I enjoy is arena based. From Destiny to World of Warcraft to Battleborn. Like I absolutely loved Battleborn PvP, but we all know what happened with that. But yeah, so I'm kind of curious about it.
What is arena mode?
It's 3v3 elimination
Okay.
instead of 16 real.
Yeah.
So
So I mean, it's Apex is definitely trying to always refresh things and bring a different aspect of gaming to the table. And literally, with them going through and doing this, and then also them introducing new weapons. They're doing things definitely different than a lot of other games, and I think that that's part of the reason why Apex is still continuing to grow, but it's not quite there yet.
Yeah. I mean, it's been out for what, 2 years now?
Something like that.
Yeah,
I'd say
something like
3
that.
almost.
Yeah. Like, and it had a huge following, and everybody had, a lot of the streamers that I pay attention to and all that, they love it. They absolutely love it. And I've watched a little bit of gameplay on it, and I'm curious, but it's one of those things that, have I missed out?
I mean, maybe it depends what you like in a shooter. Like when I played it for the first time when it came out, I loved how fast paced it was. Like
Yeah.
it is not a slow game at all. Like you got to be moving and you got to be ready to move. And you can really manipulate things with like the sliding mechanics to like just keep your momentum going, which I really enjoyed. They definitely take that stuff from Titanfall and do it well. But I don't know. After a while, I just kind of got to a point where I just kind of got bored with it personally. Still a great game. I can't say anything bad about it. I just kind of got to a point where I fell off of it.
Yeah. So like something like that, so it would be in response to like say our first topic is, jumping straight into it. Like in the Royale mode, I'm not worried about losing because it's a Royale. But like if I get into like the team-based matchmaking, that's when toxicity can really hit you. Because if you're that guy who's falling behind or dragging the team down, you are the target of everything else.
I love Battlefield. I love Battlefield so much because, like, when you get in Call of Duty lobbies, you're like, it's just try hard all day, man. Even when you want to like kind of like relax and play video games, if you're playing Call of Duty, you're still in try hard mode, and you just like you gotta try hard. At 6-on-6, it's just like constant try hard. Man, I fucking love Battlefield because like I get in Battlefield. And sometimes I'm just like, I'm just gonna fuck around and do whatever I want, And then like, I just feel like sometimes like it really doesn't matter. I feel like I've always had this mentality with Battlefield, like either you lose or you win. No one really cares. I mean, if you try a little bit.
That's one of those games that feels more like a real war when you're playing that game. It's not like a power fantasy like how Call of Duty tries to be. I think it's guys give you the ability to just be Barney badass and just go into any situation and try to do whatever. Battlefield, me personally, when I played those games, I thought it tried to ground things a little bit more to where you had to depend on other people, and I think that's kind of more what the game's supposed to be about. You got to use that teamwork to actually, quote unquote, make the dream work. I guess.
Yeah, when you
Make the dream work.
When you have people playing in squads and their squads know what the fuck is going on, like your team will just dominate.
It's a very different game.
At the same time, like if I'm like playing the objective and I see Joe Schmo just over there doing everything, I'm just like, you know what, Joe, you have a good time, bud. I'm gonna be over here capturing the flag.
You know what? You do you, Joe. You do you, Joe.
Yeah, like in Destiny, I'm that guy who's actually capturing the objectives.
Yeah. While everybody's getting kills, I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and capture A, since everybody just wants kills.
Man, that's where all the points are, though.
Yeah, exactly.
But see,
yeah, like sometimes that works in Battlefield, man. You got somebody that's just out there kill hunting, and he's got everybody distracted, and you're just like, I'm gonna capture the objective.
Oh, that's an easy win then, right?
Yeah. Sometimes it works, man. I don't know. Battlefield did it right. I'm sad that Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5 kind of fell flat on its face. Battlefield 6.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Another topic for another day, but I'm excited for Battlefield 6.
Yeah, they're talking about remaking 2. Like just doing a full remake and
about that.
Yeah, just
Wow,
doing a
you're
full
about to
remake.
make him. You're about to make him spit his drink. I can tell it is.
Yeah. Remake 2?
Yeah, I think it's 2 or 3, whichever one was the better rated one.
3 was pretty dope. Are you talking about Bad Company 2, Bad Company 3, or Battlefield 2 and Battlefield 3?
I know as much of about Battlefield as I do Call of Duty, which is a whole lot of zip. So,
Bad Company. Oh, dude, man, it was Battlefield Bad Company 3. I was dope as fuck at that game, man. I was in the top 5 global global ranked. I was in top 5. I was like, oh shit. I also wasn't doing anything with my life because, like, you know, to stay up there, like, I just had to play all the fucking time, man. If I took like 2 hours off, like I would drop down to like 10 and 12, and I'm like, oh, I gotta start playing again. It was bad. It was bad times.
All right, so getting a little bit of tech talk here. Because I kind of want to get to the last topic here. So this next one, I don't know how far this was going to go. That one went a lot farther than I thought it was. Nvidia is pushing their cryptolimiter, I guess, to make people feel more comfortable that more cards are coming.
Yeah. Well, they definitely want to secure the market in any way that they can, make people feel comfortable.
Didn't they break the crypto limiter on the 360 within like 3 hours of it coming out?
Yeah. So that's the one thing that's blowing my mind is there. Apparently, it's also digital, like it's in the software on the card.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
if you have like a mining rig that has say 12 3080s,
Number one, I'm gonna be pissed off at you because you have 12 380s.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put that out there.
It's like the guy that put it back in the back of the BMW of the i8. I'm just like, one, you got that BMW that you completely cannibalize just so you can throw mining cars in the back of it. Fuck you. But also props, man. I can't.
Have you seen?
Small amount of respect, but also fuck you.
There's a YouTuber. I don't know. A lot of their videos come over to Facebook. They do little skits here and there about like different situations within like nerdy culture or tech culture. And this one guy, he was buying the cards. It was hilarious. He was buying the cards and he thought that you mine them by breaking them.
Oh, I saw that video.
By bunkering down.
Yeah.
That was a
He was sitting
hilarious
there with a
video.
hammer just dude.
Wow. Wow. That,
Like,
that's
he was
one
going
where
over,
you're
like-
just like, you know what? You just take a back seat. Let the professionals handle this. You take a back seat. Like, really?
To rebuttal that, he might be up to something by breaking it down and selling the parts back to the manufacturers because they're having a shit time. You know,
I
getting parts.
mean,
That's a whole nother
Whatever.
market in itself.
The semiconductor shortage it's hitting everybody.
yeah.
Good God, like, if you wanted to make bank, start doing that here in America.
Absolutely, man.
Good God.
Absolutely.
Or anywhere, really.
Yeah.
All right,
All right.
let's do this.
Oh, yeah.
Spoiler warning for everybody. Mortal Kombat movie. Let's talk about it.
All right.
I hate love it.
Yeah, I feel the same.
It was a hate love. I mean,
Like,
It was a movie. Like after I finished watching it, I looked at my buddy that I was watching it with, and I was like, man, I don't really know if I like that. Like, I mean, it had parts that were great. Like,
Oh, yeah.
like Liu Kang doing the sweep kick like 3 times in a row.
that was hilarious. I was
like,
rolling.
yeah, that was so classic. I was like, man, I remember doing that to people in the fucking game. That was great.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking, oh, I remember doing that.
Can you,
So to me,
like, the dialogue, too. Can you do anything else? And he fakes him out and
Yeah.
does it again. Like,
It was great.
yes.
So, I mean, like moments like that were priceless. But the whole movie itself, man, it was just so weird. It was just so weird paced. Just everything. Like the beginning was kind of slow, and I was like, okay, I'm kind of feeling it. But then when it started getting into the movie, it was like really fast. Everything was just like happening very quickly, almost with no explanation sometimes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I
mean,
do get that. Yep.
for people like us who are familiar with the franchise, we don't really need those explanations, but other people do. And it's, I don't know. I feel like it was good, and in other ways it wasn't.
Yeah.
But
Like-
I'll let you guys comment on it.
There was, I think the thing that made it so that I enjoyed it was the fan service.
Yeah.
Like all the little like Easter eggs and fan service they did, I loved that. But like if you take a step back and actually look at it as a movie, it was pretty bad.
Yeah. Technically.
Like zero character development, you know?
done.
Um,
I mean,
And
Oh yeah, and that new character.
they,
Yeah, I
they
understand
could've-
why they did it.
they could have just taken Cole out of the movie and nothing would have changed.
It probably would have been a better movie.
Facts. Yeah.
Like Cole's superpower being a freaking t-shirt.
That was what I thought.
Like,
you know, when I saw that shirt come on him, I was like, "Oh man, is he gonna get like a whole bodysuit?" And then it just stopped there, and I was like, "Dang."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was expecting,
Like-
like I called it earlier. I was expecting him to turn into Scorpion, and you
Yeah.
know, like had the spirit, Scorpion spear like enter him, like type of thing. I was expecting that, and then like it stopped. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that's it.
So you just sitting there waiting for the rest of it to come. You're like, all right,
Okay.
where's the rest of the suit? Production, can we get the rest of the suit over here?
like
Yeah, it just
Like,
didn't
seriously.
seem natural the way that it just kind of stopped where it did. It just, I don't know, it's weird.
yeah, the other thing that bothered me was he lost every single fight until he
He
fought
did, didn't he?
Goro. The first
Yeah.
fight you win is against Goro? Come on.
Well, I think technically though, some of those fights he was quote unquote paid to lose. I mean, granted, I'm trying to give him credit where he doesn't deserve it, but still, it was still shitty.
I mean, I watched it, and then I was like, and then obviously I said something to Katie about it, and I was just like, she was like, I really do want to watch it, but I have no idea about it, and I'm like, well, don't watch the movie because it doesn't give you any kind of backstory or explanation of really anything. So literally, if you do watch that movie, you literally have to know the background story.
Yeah.
If you don't, then you're literally just watching an action movie for the action, and that's it.
Like,
Yep.
there was more background setup and story setup in the 1995 one.
Yes.
Yeah, there was.
Like, I posted up in the group, it's special effects the end of good storytelling. And obviously it's not because, people have made, good use of it to amplify storytelling, but I don't know. Like, all I can say is like the only thing I really loved about this movie was Kano and Cabal. Like,
Yeah.
they freaking carried the movie. Like,
Yeah.
Just
And
Kano
then-
in
and then,
particular.
Yeah, Kano, he absolute. And then also, I absolutely love I like the beginning, even though the beginning of it was really slow. I do like how Scorpion came about, and then the end fight was absolutely mind blowing. I was just like, this is what we've been really looking for. We're looking for that juicy, nitty gritty, nice fight, but it only had like certain moments where I was like, the fight it just wasn't for me. It just,
No,
it just
I
wasn't
think-
for me.
I think part of what the movie could have used that probably would have helped it like it was in the beginning of the movie, they needed more extras to just kill off. They needed just more random dudes to just jump in there and just and just be killed for the sake of it. Because I mean, in the beginning of the movie, that's how it was. Like, Scorpion, he was or Hanzo, he was fighting everybody, and it was badass. But then after that, it was just one-on-one fights pretty much throughout the rest of the thing, and it just. I don't know, man. It just felt really lackluster after that.
Yeah,
it was kind of tough for them to kill off people, too, when you have those one-on-one fights. Because, like, do we really want to get rid of this character? Yeah, no. And that's what they did at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Huge spoiler alert. Even though, a shit ton of the characters died, he's just like, oh, they're not really dead. They'll be back.
yeah. I'm just
Well,
like, I think that's
anyone who knows about the Mortal Kombat series. It's just they all come. back.
Resurrection of everybody.
Yeah.
surprised they're all bad guys again.
Yeah.
But like, the whole, like the characters they chose to kill, like they really have no major impact in the story at all that I'm aware of. So I wasn't butthurt about any of that. The Scorpion Sub-Zero fight, I actually really enjoyed that fight. That was definitely a peak moment in the movie for me.
Yep.
I don't understand. There was a lot of backlash for the way Scorpion looked in the end. I actually thought they nailed it, personally.
Yeah.
Like,
especially,
I had no issues with that.
especially with the special effects with his fire breath.
yeah,
Like that
Yeah, that was awesome.
that was crisp. They nailed that to the T, I feel.
like I had zero issues with the way Scorpion looked in the end, and a lot of people are like, "Why is it on a chain? Why is it on a chain?" Well, if you've played any Mortal Kombat game after Mortal Kombat 3, it's on a chain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, like zero issue with Scorpion at all. Same thing with Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero is fantastic.
Yeah.
I could have watched an entire movie of just those two.
Oh yeah. And the one
pretty dope.
thing that I did not expect was Sub-Zero's ice clone. I was not expecting that. Like when he busted out with that, I was like, wait a minute. Like from the beginning Mortal Kombat, he couldn't do that, and as Mortal Kombat progressed,
I think it was Trilogy when he started that.
yeah, it's almost like to bust out the ice clone. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I like that, but literally, I agree with you. Absolutely, that fight between Scorpion and Sub-Zero was, I would say, the peak moment.
Yeah.
Because everybody was looking for it. Everybody was looking for that fight.
Oh yeah. Wish it would have lasted just a little bit longer though. I wish they could have wrote it a little differently so it could have taken up a bit more screen time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I had nothing against the actor who played Shang Tsung. I just wish they decide on which version they want to go with.
Well, you know, like that character, I didn't even know he was Shang Tsung until he said, "Your soul is mine." I was like, "Oh, well, obviously that's who that is." But
Yeah.
he didn't seem obvious to me for some reason. Maybe that's just because I'm so used to the guy that's always played that role, and I just naturally want to see his face.
You're not the first person or the last person I've heard to say that. I kind of picked up on it pretty early due to where they were in NetherRealm and who was answering to them and things like that. But I don't know. Like I don't want to give him too much flack for the way his appearance, because if you remember in Mortal Kombat 1, he was full blown wizard in robes floating around. Like that's what I remember from that. So I think they were trying to go more towards that, but like it was like
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat Trilogy and up was where he was running around in like the suspenders and the little hat.
Yeah, I remember that.
I really wish that they actually portrayed more of his power.
Yeah.
Because literally the only time out of that entire movie was when he took his soul. That was it. No other powers. And you already know he's already had to obtain other souls in the process.
Yeah.
So why didn't they display that? Why didn't they display his actual true power, not just an eighth of it?
Yeah, that's the one thing, is they never made him feel like a threat.
I feel like there was so much that they probably wanted to do with that movie, and they crammed so many things together. I think they just kind of got lost in what they were doing, possibly.
We just need to wait for like the 3-hour director's cut.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's,
You know?
I'm sure there's all kinds of stuff we ain't seen.
Oh yeah, and then obviously, spoiler alert. I am kind of really hoping. I'm really looking forward and hoping that the next one is better than the first one, because at the end, that clip of Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I showed a poster.
Yes, I'm not gonna lie. Like Johnny, Raiden, absolutely loved him. Johnny Cage is my guy, though. Johnny Cage is my guy.
You think they're gonna get
If they would have just taken Cole out of the movie, they could have just put Johnny Cage in. It would have been better.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Like I don't know. I am hoping for another one. I'm hoping it did good enough to get another one, because the base is set. You know, they can take us 100 different ways.
Oh, I think it will, because they said it. You know, the Mortal Kombat movie, had more views than the Snyder Cut in the first
wow.
like 2 days.
Wow.
I kind of believe that. I mean,
I think that's a huge. I feel like that's a huge statement.
like overall its ratings aren't great, but it was still a fun movie.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, I definitely enjoyed it.
Definitely made their coin off of it.
yeah,
And had the viewership total.
like
So,
you know, besides like little things here and there, and with him actually killing Sub-Zero the way they did, that means my boy Noob can come in. So
now, question is though, is Sub-Zero still fully dead? Because yeah, he part of his body was ash, and then he was obviously he slumped over and fell over.
see,
But then
Did
after that,
there was a little bit of
I was
Easter egg there.
wondering.
So okay, I don't know if you know this or not, but Noob Saibot is Sub-Zero. He's the first Sub-Zero after he died. So, I don't know if you noticed or not, but when he slumped over and he had like the black shadow come up over him,
Mm-hmm.
that's a hint at Noob. So,
Yeah. So, fingers crossed.
yeah,
Fingers crossed.
I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. Like, it was fun. I enjoyed it to a point. There was a lot of things I'm just gonna like. All right, I'm gonna go get a drink, but yeah, like the training scene with Kano and Liu Kang, that will always that's a memorable scene to me.
Oh yeah.
They nailed Cabal. I'm hoping to see more of him later. So I'll say this. One of my biggest complaints was if you have this mark, you have a hidden power. They did Jax dirty.
Yeah.
They did Jax dirty.
dirty. Like why they don't do that to the poor boy? They done gave him them ancient prehistoric arms, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere they just magically turn into this next level tech.
Yeah, I had a real problem with that explanation and the way that they portrayed all that, especially when Kano was at the table. Like they were getting him worked up on purpose, obviously, to see his power, but you didn't know that until after it was done. And it's just kind of like, man, why is this even a thing? Like, this is not something that I ever recall being a Mortal Kombat thing. These people just have powers.
Yeah.
That's just all that it is. Like it's never been a thing where they had to earn them or get them. They just have them. And kind of felt like it was unnecessary for them to do that.
It's like them trying to create a backstory in the process of telling you about what's going on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, anybody that hasn't touched any of the Mortal Kombat series, jumping into that, they're gonna be like, well, if they'll hear from one area, oh, they're supposed to just have them, and then they see the movie and they're like, well, the movie doesn't match up with what you're saying.
Yeah, and that's a problem.
Yeah, but I mean, the actor who played him nailed it.
Oh yeah,
there wasn't a minute of him on screen where I'm like, that's not Jax. There not a minute of it. But yeah, the way he lost his arms was fantastic. Originally, I think it was it Rain that took his arms originally?
I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I forgot who it was. But
he definitely didn't get his arms the way they portrayed.
No,
not at all.
In the movie. No.
I mean, hell, if anything, I think like in the previous movie or just previous iterations of the games, I don't even think he quote unquote lost his arms. He just simply had metal casings over top of his arms. Correct?
Depends on which variation. So
yeah, there's different versions.
In the original movie, was it the original movie or Annihilation where he ripped them off?
I think it was Annihilation where they ripped them off.
Was it? It was pretty cheesy, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know, yeah, but no, so that movie-wise, they were a sleeve. Movie-wise, they were a sleeve. Lore-wise, he lost his arms, and they were put back on by Special Forces.
Okay.
They were like prototypes for everything else. It was the same people who. It was the same people who play. Yeah, same people who did all the robots like Cyrax and Sector. They were the ones who gave Jax his arms.
Okay, actually, I think I kind of recall that now that you said that.
Which then the Netherworld guys step in, overtake that company, and that's when they create Cyrax and Sector, and eventually they turn Smoke and one of the Sub-Zeros. Because there's 4 Sub-Zeros, I think. Because you had the guy from this movie, who was the original, who dies, becomes Noob Saibot. And then you have his brother who comes out and he joins Earthrealm. And then you have Frost. She becomes a robot.
Yep.
Gosh. I know more about this lore and I've played like 6 of the games. They're getting ready to come out with 11. What the hell? But I want to see Baraka if they do another one.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't have him in this movie, actually. He's kind of a staple character, you know?
He's been around since 2 or 3. I don't know, but, everybody's got their favorite. As long as they don't put Bo Raicho in, I'm happy.
Oh, gosh.
I can tell you, I'm super stoked. And they better not flop with Johnny Cage. They better not. Like, I'm so scared for it. I'm like, please don't flop with Johnny Cage.
You think they're
gonna
gonna
get?
You think they're gonna get Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah, I was going to say there's...
I heard about that.
Yeah.
You know, he would be great for the role, but I couldn't see it. He'd be too expensive for them.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, he does low-budget films.
I mean, he does. I'm not saying he wouldn't do it. I'm just, I don't know.
Speaking of Ryan Reynolds,
He'd have fun doing it.
when's that new movie of his coming out?
Oh, you're talking about, what is it called? Is it called New Guy?
It's
I call it
New Guy or the one where he's like the NPC in the video game.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
like
that.
he, gets.
They've been
I
advertising
thought that
that
was
since,
already out.
They've been advertising that since 2019.
No, he keeps delaying it because of COVID.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Honestly, I forgot about that one. I thought it was already out.
It looks. I think it looks funny as hell,
yeah,
and also good.
It's over the top, and I'm looking forward to that. TCB is looking up.
It basically looked like
it's
a
called
movie
Free
that
Guy.
was,
Free Guy,
Yeah,
that's
right?
it.
Yeah, I think that's it.
it basically looked like a movie that was based on GTA Online.
Yeah,
Yeah, basically.
That's what it looked like.
August 13th is its new release.
ooh, honey,
Couple months
I
from
know
now.
what we're doing for our anniversary.
If you're listening, we got it.
Ah, it's the Friday before. Damn.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Well, hey, if it's something that's in theaters, let me know. We'll make a trip.
Come up here and watch it in IMAX.
Absolutely,
That's definitely going to be an IMAXer. That's definitely going to be an IMAXer.
absolutely.
Like 3D, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, man. All right. Yeah, I guess phone is just blowing up over here. All right. Anything anybody else wants to talk about?
No, I'm
I
good.
think we pretty much covered it all today.
Yeah, man, we did the dang thing, baby.
All righty. Well, thank you everybody who has come out and watched us live, and thank you everybody who watches us later on. We will catch you guys next week, Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now I'm going to wait. Wait. Go ahead. Do your line. Yeah.